Hello everyone, Jessie here from OpusFlow. In this video, I will show you our PV Designer. You will see how to create a new project, how to design an installation plan, and how to generate a quotation. Let's get started. How to create a new project. To create a new project, you need to go to the Projects module, head over to All Projects, and using this blue button here, you can create a new project. If you click on this arrow, then two options appear, which you have to choose based on the project that you're creating. Let's say in my case, it's a residential project. And here you need to fill in the information for the contact and for the project. So whatever information you fill in on the left side is going to be added to the contact, and whatever information you add on the right side is going to be added to the project. If you have an existing contact, you can simply click on Existing, and from this drop-down menu, find your contact and create the project for it. Otherwise, you need to fill in information manually, which is my case. Then you also need to give it an address and all the other details that you find necessary. You can also write a note for your colleague later on or to remind yourself something. So this is very useful. And on the right side, you have to fill in the information for the project. Project name, address, these are already created based on the information you provided in the contact detail. Here you can change the type of the project, you can change the status, group, account manager, and all the other details. Also, you're able to add a note here for the project so that you give more information about this project to yourself later on or for your colleague. After you've finished with filling in all the information, click on Create. And as you can see, the project has been created. And the software will take you to the projects page where you can see all the information and different tabs to manage the project. After this, I will show you how to design an installation plan. Let's see. To design an installation plan, you need to go to Projects, All Projects, and then find your project from this list and click on Open Project. Over here, you need to go to Installation Plan tab and click on New Installation Plan. And this will take you to the PV Designer. In the middle here, you have the satellite imagery. On the left side, you have different stages of creating an installation plan, which are drawing the roof, adding solar panels, adding an inverter, and finally generating quotation. On the right side here, you have your tools, your zoom in and zoom out button, but you can also do it easily with your mouse. And on top here, you have different satellite imagery. And if you are operating in the Netherlands, TrueOrtho actually offers a very good quality imagery. So I'm going to click on that, but it also requires a good internet connection. If you want to move the map around, you can easily right-click on your mouse and drag the map and align it to your liking. And if you want to go back to the original orientation of the map, you can just click on this button and it will change the orientation to the original. Over here you have the street view. If you want to have a view of the roof better or to know which roof you're actually designing on from a different angle, you can also do it. And the next thing is to start drawing the roof. Let's see. To draw the roof, one simple trick is very helpful. If you actually toggle this option here, Bar, then you will see where are the limitations of the roof. And this is also very helpful if you want to design an installation plan on a building that is not finished yet, because the information is already in the database, so you can easily draw an installation plan on a roof that hasn't been finished yet as well. So by toggling this, I can see where is the limitation of my roof. Then you need to click on Roofs, and you have three different options. The first one is to draw the roof manually by freehand. The second one is to draw a rectangular roof. And the last one is drawing the roof automatically, which the software will do it for you. But this only works in the Netherlands for now. I will show you each one by one. So I'm going to click on Draw Roof manually. Then what you need to do is to click on corners, drag, and just click on the other corner, go and the other corner, and when you're at the final corner, you need to either double click on your mouse or just press enter key, just press enter key in your keyboard. And this is my roof. You can also, I'm going to delete it to show you another trick. You can also hold Control button on your keyboard, and then the software will show you where is the 90-degree angle over here. So you can see, and then enter. And here I have the roof drawn. The next option is to draw a roof by this rectangular roof drawing. So you just need to, actually first I need to align it correctly. Then you need to click on one corner, drag, and leave it in the last corner, and your roof is drawn now. If you want to change the shape or something, you can easily click on the corners and change the shape. Well, this is actually not very correct, but I just wanted to show you how it actually works. And now the last option is asking the software to draw it for you automatically. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not touching anything. And as you can see, the software draw the roof for me. And as I said, this only works in the Netherlands for now. Okay, now I want to draw the roof again manually. So I can also add obstacles to it for you to show you how you can add obstacles. For adding obstacles, you have also three options: freehand, circular obstacles, and rectangular obstacle. I can see that I have a rectangular obstacle over here, and I just need to draw the obstacle like this, and here I have the obstacle. If you draw obstacles out of the roof that you have drawn, nothing will happen actually. And if you have a rectangular obstacle, you can do it the same. Now it's time to add solar panels. To add the solar panels to the roof, you need to go to the second phase over here, choose your substructure. You can also choose a template, and this is something that I will show you later on. So you can create a template so that you don't have to choose these options every time, but this is for another video. You can choose your solar panel, see the information of your solar panel here by clicking on this button, and this is something very important and necessary for every installation plan. Slanted or flat, assembly profile, the material of the roof, height and inclination, wind zone, and these are super mandatory information, and also the orientation of the solar panel. So after you have chosen all these details, it's time to add solar panels. Over here, if you click on this add button, then software adds one solar panel on the roof. Otherwise, if you want to have solar panels added, let's say in more numbers and bigger numbers, you click on this option and just drag and drop, and the software will add solar panels if there is space for it actually. You can also just drag solar panels together and move them around, or just select them here and move them a bit to the right or to the left. And you're also able to add more solar panels just by clicking on one of the solar panels and then clicking on your keyboard just by arrow keys, and the software will add solar panels for you. I just want to change the alignment a bit better. And as you can see, there are little, let's say, red arrows which show the top of the solar panels for you, so you know where is the top of the solar panels. This was how to add solar panels to the roof. The next thing is to add an inverter. To add an inverter, you have to go to the next stage over here. So I'm going to click on that and then click on Add Inverter Group. From this menu, you can choose your inverter, and for adding solar panels to the inverter, you just need to click on solar panels, hover your mouse over them, and there you go, they have been added to the string plan. If you want to create a second string plan under the same inverter, just click on this button here, and again, click on solar panels and hover your mouse over them, and as you can see, they have been added to the inverter. Also, if you want to know the information of the inverter, you can easily click on this button here, and here you have all the information about the inverter. Before finalizing the installation plan, it's also good to know that if you click on this option here, installation details, you have two sliders here. The first one is total efficiency with shadow, and the second one is installation loss. So the first one is actually if you see that there is an obstacle close by, like a tree or something else that can affect the efficiency of solar panels because there's some shade on them. So you can actually change the efficiency of the installation plan by just dragging this slider. And there's also an like a button for information here to tells you what is the let's say functionality of this slider. As well as for the second one, as you can see here, this is a description, and installation loss is actually, let's say, how much energy is being lost due to different factors. Can be you have really long cables, or there is something in the installation that you know that it can affect the installation loss. If you don't have anything that would affect this, you can just leave it at 14% and don't touch it. This is really recommended. And after you're finished, this is time to finally go to quotation. So we go to the next phase. And here you can generate a quotation by clicking on this button. And over here, it will just, if you click on this button here, it will just update installation plan for you without generating a quotation. But I want to generate a quotation, so I'm going to click on this. The software will take a screenshot of the installation plan, and it's also saving everything. And this is the list of my mounting materials. As you can see, this is the bill of material. You can see the list of all the items you need for this installation plan, the quantity, the name of the item, tax code, price, and total price. The quantity, tax code, and price can be changed. You can easily click on this button here and change the tax code, for example, and as well as the price. And if you want to delete an item, you can simply delete it. And you also are able to add a description for the item. Type something. If you want to change the tax code in bulk, you can easily click on this button here and change the tax code for the whole category over here. Also, one more thing that is interesting is that you can add an item to the list. So let's say you have checked your bill of material and you realize that something is missing. So you can easily say the quantity of the article, find the article from the list over here, and then give it a tax code and add the item to the list of items. One more thing that is important to know is that if you want to have the margins per category and per article, you can easily toggle this option. And as you can see, this new column has been added, which shows margin per article and margin per category over here, as well as margin on the whole project, let's say. Also, if you want to send a quotation to your customer, you're able to set a due date for it. So you want to say, I will send this quotation to my customer and they have 14 days to accept or deny it. So that's also possible to do. And you can do it by clicking on this button here and say, for example, I want to set it to 14 days. So after 14 days, this quotation will be expired. There's also a way of making a template for this, which I will show you later on in another video. So you don't have to do it project per project. You're also able to actually change the price, kilowatt hour price. to make it more suitable to the situation of your customer. And as you can see, the ROI changes based on the price as well. After you have changed all the stuff you wanted to change in the bill of material and have a look at it, you can save it and you are able to send it to your client. And in the next video, I will show you how you can send an email to your client with their customer portal, so they can actually go into their customer portal and accept or deny a quotation. Thank you very much for your time, and see you in the next video.